Hello, I want to introduce myself. My name is Raul Sanchez, and I want to make this video to spread awareness. I wanted to spread awareness because how it is to live as a Mexican American in Los Angeles, California. My family, my mom and dad migrated from Mexico to the United States to work hard and to have a better life. And I was raised here, I was born here. And I think I'm an American and I'm proud to be an American. But clearly, these other Americans that have been here just don't see us that type of way, especially the white people. They see us as criminals. They use the word Mexican if it was dirty. Um, we can't even go outside and play like the other kids because they think that we're criminals. They think we're murderers. They think we're a danger to society, and what I see is that ain't fair. What do we have to prove to be just like the other kids? I say I'm an American because I'm born here and I'm proud to be. You know, they call us unpatriotic because of the amount of fabric we wear. It's just that's what we wear. Zoo suits. You know, the African Americans wear it also, and they get beaten for it too. So what's I don't know what's the problem. I don't know if it's racism or they're just discriminating us, or they're just because of the times we are in right now, because of World War II, and the amount of paranoia that the U.S. is going through right now. And I don't know what it is. I can't even go outside and play because I'm gonna get arrested. I can't go outside in the streets and just stand there and have fun with my friends and just talk because we might get beaten down and get stripped from our clothes for wearing a certain type of suit. My friend nearly died. His name is Alex Ramirez, and he almost died because he was beaten by 5 cops in the middle of the street and was stripped to his underwear. And what I see from that isn't fair. For a Mexican in the United States, especially in California and Los Angeles, I say that the way Mexicans are living right now is that it's very brutal. Right, now, I'm going to tell you how I view what the time we're going in right now, like World War II. My uncle, he's actually, he is serving in the war, and my perspective is like that Mexicans had a key impact. Yeah, they had a big impact in the war. Like a lot of Mexicans were transported to work in like defense plants in Australia, or like under this general, and we're fighting with the U.S. I just still I don't know why we're still called unpatriotic. My uncle is serving in war, and many other Mexicans are serving in war, which makes it a big impact for the United States. All right, let me tell you something about what happened in downtown LA. A lot of Latinos, Mexican Americans that were Pachuco down. We're Pachucos. I'm a Pachuco. I was Pachuco down that day, and I'm gonna tell you. And if you don't know what Pachuco is, Pachuco it's a Mexican term. People that wear zoot suits. Pachuco down with their hats, baggy clothes, and everything. And I'm gonna say this. I was a track star that day on June 3rd, 1943, on a hot summer day. I was a track star, and in that big suit, I ran as fast as I can home. I'm not getting I'm not getting whooped by no cop. I ran, but I must say this. A lot of Pachucos, a lot of Mexican Americans took a beating that day in the street of downtown LA. Navy sailors, cops, they were just there, and they were beating Mexican Americans who were wearing zoo suits. And it was grown men against little kids, like little kids that were my age, even younger, 12, and we were getting beat. Like some were nearly dead, but thank God nobody died that day. But you didn't catch me wearing a zoo suit after that day. I'm gonna be honest. That day changed a lot of Mexican Americans. We were scared after that. We didn't want to walk outside, stand on the street, and talk to our friends. It was just very scary for in the 40s of Los Angeles. A lot of us got beaten that day, and all of us were stripped and left naked in the street of downtown LA. I'm okay. I just want to make this video because I wanted to prove something, and this motivates me. This video makes me want to prove something that motivates me every day. Every day when I walk on the street, being looked at differently than other people motivates me, because I just want to prove them wrong. I want to prove them that I'm just like everybody else. I'm an American, and I was born here, and I was raised here, and I am just like everyone else. I am not just Mexican. I'm an American. And that's what I have to say to those white people. Okay. So many years has passed, and times are still the same. War has ended already. And I came to a realization that Americans really just wanted us as me and my other fellow Mexican Americans to help benefit them. All Americans wanted was just us to help them do things, help them build things. They promised us that things will change, but guess what? Things did not change. War is over, and we're still treated the exact same way. And I'm an American citizen. I was born here and raised here, and I still can't even walk down the street without getting looked at. And they call us criminals and robbers and murderers and all these other things, and people believe it. But as a resolution, thankfully, President Franklin D. Roosevelt saw all these newspapers people were putting out about Mexicans and saying that we were criminals, and he declared an executive order in 8802 that every ethnicity, all races, creeds, and colors, that we should be defended from all discrimination, and all the workers should be defended. So basically, the executive order of 8802 was to protect all ethnicities and races from being discriminated. And President Franklin D. Roosevelt also came to realization that it wasn't just the Americans being murderers or robbers. They came to a realization that it was plain racism that was going on in the city of Los Angeles, California. Complete racism. And thankfully, President D. Roosevelt took all this into his hands and helped out the community.